Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Saturday Night 5. Guys, gals, everyone else, we did it. Amazingly, we did it. This is officially my 100th public video on this channel. Technically, I have well over 100, but a majority of them are either unlisted or private. So for these videos that are out that you've seen to be make it to 100 public videos, that's wild to me. Granted, the majority are because of the Vlad, Jeff's Life, and then this show, and then the shorts that I've made to promote episodes of the Vlad, as well as mainly shorts that represent episodes of the Patreon, which, by the way, it's wild. The algorithm, I'll never understand the algorithm, because I get over 1,000 views on some of those shorts. Where are those people for the other videos? Well, the actual videos, you know? But, so yeah, I wanted, in honor of this being my 100th public video, and again, I say public because, well, I just told you why. I have more that are unlisted and or private. So, but in honor of this being my 100th video, I decided to take a trip down memory lane. Now, granted, I currently have 89 subscribers, and I'm kind of setting a personal goal of getting to 100 subscribers by my 42nd birthday, which is in 2 months now. Holy crap. We're 11 away from reaching that goal. So, if we can do it, great. If not, it is what it is. But I recently made a couple more in recent weeks. So for those people, you're new to the channel, maybe you want to watch some old videos from this channel that you haven't seen yet. These are, so like I said, the reason I started this whole thing was because of the Jeff's Life vlogs. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is, here's 5 favorite episodes of Jeff's Life so far. I guess. Honestly, it's 5 that I've enjoyed editing. It's 5 that, you know, I can tell you a little bit more about. A lot of them are going to be earlier episodes, and then some from last year. Spoiler, there is not going to be any from this year, but that doesn't mean they're not good. I just, you know, I'll do some honorable mentions from this year too. So that's okay. All right. So here we go. Let's get started. Number 5. Number 5, I mean, what can I say? The first one, episode 1. Why not? It was the beginning of a journey that I thought was only going to last 10 episodes. And it's now well over 30. So, yeah, the one that started it all. Started off with a new year, ball drop. 2022 heading into 2023. My the plan originally was to document the months leading into my 40th birthday. And that episode 1 started it all. Coincidentally, it's also my most viewed episode. And I believe second or third shortest episode, if I'm not mistaken. But you had, like I said, we opened it with New Year's Day. I was putting my Christmas decorations away. I did a thing on Instagram for the first time. There was some footage from live, what was it, 15 for the major pod. And then nice tribute to my grandpa, who 10 years prior, we lost. He passed away. Then I think we ended it on a high note with my wife's 10-year celebration with Disney. So it was a snackable, almost 40-minute vlog. Then immediately following that was an episode over an hour. So, but like I said, episode 1 has the most views out of all my episodes so far, of 157. I have yet to match that or exceed that. So guys, help me out here. Highly recommend you watching it in case you haven't seen it. Or let's just say you found this show and you didn't know about my other show. That's what mainly this video is for. Also, like I said, telling you some of my favorite stuff I edited and stuff. So number 5 is episode 1. Let's take you now to number 4. So number 4, I'm going to say, is actually episode 12. Episode 12, because it was the first Christmas season episode. Big holiday, favorite holiday is Christmas. But not only that, from where I started to where I ended, in that, within those 12 months, editing seemed to have gotten, better, a little bit better. It's still getting better and better, each month. Today, but like there was a lot of fun little montages and stuff put together from different events. You had us going to ice with Charlie Brown Christmas. You had us doing Christmas turkeys. Me and my brother and his then fiance, now wife at the time, along with our mom. We made the Christmas turkeys. First time I used a dual camera. I had my original digital video camera that I uploaded to YouTube in my private home video playlist that I have. And then I screenshotted that footage for this vlog. And then I had my phone as the second camera. So that was the first time I tried that. And I will say possibly not the last. I mean, I haven't done it since, but I could if I wanted to. Come to think of it, I used the turkey footage from my video camera too. So yeah, you know, I that was the first time I did that. It was one of the longer episodes. Not the longest though. I think it was the second longest for that month. First one, spoiler alert, is coming up. But yeah, opening presents that year we did like the dual cam. I did the dual camera things, and it was good. It turned out. I love the way it turned out. So I've just mentioned it a little bit before, but let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is episode 10. This was it. This was supposed to be it. The last video, right? It was only going to be a test run of 10 videos till I got to my 40th birthday, which we celebrated at Spooky Empire that weekend, because it happened to fall on during that time. And what I liked about that video, again, was the editing I put together, and I loved my Always Sunny inspired intro that I did. I even added the music and everything. It turned out great. I loved how it turned out. I wanted to do, full disclosure, a little behind the scenes, I wanted to do like a full-blown Sunny intro, like take shots of different, driving down different areas in Florida, be like, oh, it's always sunny in Kissimmee or something, but no. And I ended up not doing that. That was one of those that was not, it didn't make the cutting room floor, is what is it. I never got around to doing it, and then it just, I'll just do like the first part, with the date, the time, and just the opening title, and then cut it off and just start the episode. But yeah, episode 10, that was my 40th birthday episode, like I said, and it was Halloween season, so we went to we saw, that was Yeah, Happy Fights, Haunting Nights, as well as got an epic picture taken with Robert England. Um, met Kevin Nash that month. Uh, so it was a great time. Great Spooky Empire footage. Great Blue Gardens footage. And then Halloween that year, we were Axel and Slash. Axel, as in I was Axel, but I had an axe, and Slash, she had a machete. But we were really Axel Rose, and it was, just the shit I come up with in my head, again, just whatever. But yeah, that was a really fun episode. I like putting that together as well. So stay tuned this October, because while we usually go to Old Town for Halloween, Spooky Empire actually falls on Halloween this year. Friday into So, spoiler alert. Well, not really, but I just realized October 31st, this will be the first time you get an event taking place 2 months, because technically November 1st and 2nd count for the November vlog. Wow. So interesting. It just dawned on me. But we are planning on doing another spooky, so this year. So stay tuned for that footage. But yeah. What are we on? Number 4, number 3, number 2. So the first 3 episodes were all from what I like to call season 1 of Jeff's life. They had the first episode, the 10th episode, and the 12th episode. Number 2 is episode 19. Episode 19 was the July 2024 episode. My brother's wedding. I cut my hair. And we celebrated our 8-year anniversary at the end of the video. What I liked about this episode was, my brother getting married, obviously, first and foremost. I like the wedding footage I put together. And I love the getting ready montage that I did. That was my first time I did something like that, of me getting ready. So that was a fun thing to do with Sharp Dressed Man in the background. And then, stopping it in between when me trying to figure out how to put on the tie, and then the pocket square thing. It was a whole. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. The bachelor party was on there. What else happened? The Olympics were going on at the time. So yeah, it was a fun episode. With the main thing being my brother getting married. That was at the meat and potatoes of that episode, I think. And then we celebrated, like I said, we celebrated our anniversary. We stayed at Saratoga Springs, thanks to my parents. They used their vacation club points they had at the time. And then had Had dinner at Steakhouse 71 for the first time. So you'll see that in that footage. So definitely give that video a look. But there's okay. Couple honorable mentions would be episodes 27 and 28, March and April of this year. March, I had celebrated 20 years with a company I'm working for, as well as we went to saw Queen's White at Epcot, front row. And then in April, you had my dad's birthday at Epcot, and as well as opening. I seen Jeff Tate for the first time um, to open that lodge. That was all fun to put together, that footage. And then I want to say episode 7 is another honorable mention. That was July of 2023. If for nothing else, the whole thing with me trying to catch a lizard in the pantry footage with the Benny Hill theme behind it was just hilarious and golden. And that's worth the watch itself. Like I said, though, just you should watch all the videos, but these are some of my favorite ones. So, but my number one video was my number one favorite episode was so big I had to split it in 2 parts. Episode 13, parts 1 and 2. Technically considered the longest episode, had it all come as one episode, but didn't have the space. So I decided to make it into 2 episodes. And that was the only 2-part episode we've had so far. But guys, the start of that year, 2024, oh my God. First of all, you had Live 18, Major Wrestling Video Podcast, Live 18 at Tin Roof. You had the Tin Roof festivities, Tin Roof weekend, meeting up people beforehand at the bar at Tin Roof, watching an amazing cover bands. And you had the live show montage I put together. That was fun doing. And then I poured my heart out at the end of that video. I poured my heart out and said how much the Major Wrestling Video Podcast and its community mean to me. It's a very touching vlog, very moving vlog, very fun vlog. And then, of course, for part 2, you had me and my brother go on Road Trip 2024, or the aka Road Trip Part 2 Redo, because we were supposed to go in March of 2023, and I got COVID, so we couldn't go. Well, I couldn't go, at least. He still went with Dad. But then we made up for it in this part 2 video, and I gotta say, part 2 took 3 tries to upload. Why? Because I kept getting flagged for the music. Like, not so much But I use copyrighted music. I don't monetize my videos. I use copyrighted music. But at the same time, there's things that get partially blocked. Other times, it gets the dreaded circle. It gets this symbol. And yeah, episode 13 definitely. Part 2 was definitely good. That was the first time I did a wrestling montage as well. So that was fun to put together. So yeah, guys, lots of great videos on my channel. But those are 5 episodes, if you're new, that you should check out. If you haven't already. But if you have, hell, watch them again, you know. So there you have it. 5 favorite Jeff's Life episodes so far. And then some. We still have one more episode to do for August. End of the month. August 31st. Or, excuse me, August 30th. Just 31st is... Yeah, August 30th. So until then, we shall see you next time. Thank you for watching Saturday Night 5. Be sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Another Saturday.